A very good evening, everybody, and welcome back again for round 6 of the BSRF Belgian F4 Championship, sponsored by Auriga Racing. For the sixth and final time in the championship, we will race at Mount Panorama, also known as Bathurst, where the very famous 24-hour race is held. It's going to be an exciting race, exciting battles just like last time, and just for those that don't know the championship yet, we have two classes, the AMs and the pros, and we will start with two 20-minute heat races of the AMs, and then we will move on to two 20-minute heats from the pro races, where the champion has already been decided, but it has not been decided yet in the AM standings. Let's go and have a quick look at the championship standings as they are currently. Julien Masson currently in the lead with 371 points, 20 points ahead of Rune Bobaars. Stefan van der Smisse on the podium with 336 points, 15 points behind Rune Bobaars, and 29 points ahead of Bastien van Rijkegem. In fifth, Laurens de Vlieger with 264 points. And then Julien Agneses from KGL Sim Racing. Anthony François together with Hendrix, 235 points. Serge Dendas in 9th. And then 10th is Christian Collin from Simware Academy with 211 points, just ahead of Donovan Hoyoa. Gabriels just under 200 points in P12, then Fabrice Dutrieux, Johan de Gent, and Tim Simon in 15th place. Next up, Stingelhammer, Thijssen, and Tricot. All these guys are still very, very close, so today is an important day for all of them. Let's have a quick look further down. Thijssen, Tricot, Delec, and Cordisco from Auriga Racing in 20th, ahead of his teammates David Lozzi and Yves Ponchelet. Next up, Brent van der Steen, Andy Schommers, and Christophe Stallaert. Followed by Julien Van Leeuwen, Louis Libert, Sébastien Feltes, Mathieu Hustin, Jihad Naga, and Eric Loire, all three from Auriga Racing. Dante Oliva in 32nd, followed by Julien Bon, Pierre Sergiev, and Harry de Donker. Halfway through qualifying, Julien Masson in pole position, half a second ahead of Rune Bobaars, who is then 4/10 ahead of Laurens de Vlieger. Still 9.5 minutes left, so plenty of opportunities to put down a faster lap. De Vlieger improving his lap by 2/10. Anders Missen in 4th, currently on an out lap, will be doing another fast lap quite soon. He does need 9/10 to get ahead of De Vlieger, so there will be a challenge. Gabriel's 4/10 behind Van der Smisse, and then that's almost identical time as Nicolas Gabriels. Cordisco 2/10 behind them. Hendrix in 8th, followed closely by Agneses and De Gent. That's the top 10 currently as they are standing. Let's have an onboard lap with Stefan van der Smisse. Some traffic ahead. And a little mistake from Stefan van der Smissen, unfortunately. That's the end of his lap. Bar currently with a 208. Can you do something faster than that? Had some oversteer on the final corner, so that's not a good sign. Missing out by 3/10. Van der Smissen back on track. Van Rijkegem putting down a faster lap than Van der Smissen. 208.2. 100th of a second behind the Vlieger. That's going to be a very close battle to watch at the start of the race. Top 8 is the goal in race 1 because there will be a top 8 reverse grid in heat 2, which can spice things up quite often. I'm currently alone in the booth still, but Simon Heck will be joining us very soon. Johan de Gent improving his time into the top 10 with a 209.9. Just a bit quicker than Florent Hendricks. Six minutes left in the qualifying session. Laura Hendricks taking back the position from Johan de Gent, improving his time again by 1/10 of a second, 200ths faster than de Gent. Agnes is currently P6. Still missing 2 seconds to get on the pole position. Julien Masson is really quick today. Agnes is crossing the finish line, putting down a 209.7, 3/10 slower than his fastest lap. Let's go on board with Julien Masson for the final sector of a lap around Mount Panorama. Goes through the final turn, some oversteer as well. And putting down a 208.0, half a second too slow. Three minutes left. Yeah, Van Rijken currently still in P4 with a 208.2, same time as Lorenz Vlieger. His final attempt to put down a faster lap. If he gets it, he can start on the podium. Probably still second row unless he gets off to more than 2/10. Then he can be faster than Rune Bobars and will take the start from the front row. Some more oversteer as well. Looks like the final turn is suffering from some oversteer. He does put on a fast lap time, but he misses out by 0.004 of a second to improve his time. There goes Van der Smissen again through the downhill section, right past the point where he crashed in the lap we saw earlier. Is he going to get some slipstream? Is he going to get disturbed by the traffic? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. One minute 15 seconds. There he goes on the inside. Final chance for Van der Smissen to move up a row. Oh, and he goes straight into pit lane. No improvement for him. Here goes Rune Bobas. Final attempt for him as well. That was a super close one. I think he managed without lifting. Let's see what Rune Bobars puts down as lap time. No oversteer through the final corner this time. It is 208.3. Not good enough, unfortunately. And that's 10 seconds left in the session. I don't think the Gent will be able to finish his lap and get back the top 10 spot, the P10 spot from Hendricks. And that's the end of qualifying. Let's take a look at the grid. Masson and Bobars on the front row. Incredibly fast time for Masson. De Vlieger and Van Rijken on row 2. And then Agnesis and Van der Smissen. P7, Gabriels and Dundas. Next up, Cordisco and Hendricks. Row 6, De Gent and Dutrieux. Next up, Yves Ponchelet and Nathanael Stingelhamber. Followed by Thijssen and Hoyoa. Tricot and Van Leeuwen. Christian Collin, P19, next to Mathieu Hustin, P20. Team Simon and Anthony François. And then Mathieu Collin, but I think that is by accident. And then we still have Pierre Sergiev. Back to you at the starting grid. 1 minute left. A couple more drivers that need to join us. And then as soon as they are on the grid, it's only, I think, Masson missing. Dutrieux as well. Oyo Tricot further down. First one of 20 minutes. First one of 4 20-minute races coming right up. Top 8 position is important because there's a top 8 reverse grid in Heat 2. 20 more seconds. And then it is go time. It is time to go. Let's wait for the lights. Someone starting from pit lane. I think that's Tricot. Green flag. Good start from Masson. Some wheel spin, but that's fine. Let's have a look at De Vlieger and Van Rijken. De Vlieger immediately on the inside. trying to hold off Van Rijkegem, but Van Rijkegem will have some slipstream. Incredibly good start from Masson. He's being followed by Bobars, but let's look at the Vlieger Van Rijkegem. De Vlier on the outside, Van Rijkegem goes to the inside, takes the position. Behind them is Agnesis and Van der Smisse. Agnesis taking the position from Van der Smisse. There they go up the mountain. That's a Vlieger behind Van Rijkegem. Fighting for P3. That's difficult on the top section. Now they go downhill. Anything can happen here. Van der Smisse, is he going for the attack on Agnesens? He does have the slipstream, so something could happen. Yes, he is going to the inside. Is he going to be far enough ahead? Next braking section can be quite tricky. It's a good way for Gabriels to make up some time, get closer to Agnesis and Van der Smissen as well. Someone going into pit lane. Is it François? Anthony François going into the pits. Masson and Bobars pull the gap of 1.5 seconds already. Bobars getting closer on the straights, but in the corners, Masson looks to be a little bit quicker. De Gent making it past Cordisco. Masson, 4 tenths ahead now, 3 tenths ahead. Slipstream is working for Bobars. 2 tenths. Is the gap going to go close completely? Let's see. 1 tenth. He's going for the move on the outside. Masson defending on the inside. He is still ahead though, so Bobars can not do anything yet. But the gap is closing. 2 tenths now. But Masson really needs to nail every corner now, and he might be his position might be compromised at the end of the straight after T1 before P degree. I managed to make the gap bigger, 4 tenths now. Then it is 1 tenth to Van Rijkegem, so the battle cost them a little bit of time. Three tenths, 2 tenths. No, nothing happening just yet. We might have to see later on in the final sector. Let's have a look at Cordisco. 3 wide. Almost 3 wide, I thought. Cordisco, De Gent, and Hendricks. Hendricks is really going for it. Seemed like there was just a little bit of contact, not quite sure. To the battle at the front, Rune Bobars chasing Julien Masson through the downhill section. I see some meatball flags as well. What happened to Dundas? He looks to have a meatball flag. I don't see anything wrong for now. Go back to the front. Bobars going for the move again. Same spot. But he does seem to make the move earlier, so he might be ahead in the braking zone. Let's see, can Masson outbrake Bobars? No, he cannot. Bobars in P1 after 6 minutes of racing. Some swaps happening in the back as well. Oh, that's a mistake from Hendricks. Hendricks spinning out the final chicane. Not sure if I can call it a chicane. It's quite big for a chicane. Oh, here go Van der Smissen and Gabriels. The battle has started between the two of them. Van der Smissen is still ahead, but I think Gabriels can make it at the end of the straight. They are completely side by side now. It's whoever is bravest in the braking zone. And Van der Smissen stays ahead of Gabriels. Gabriels will have to try another time. Masson will soon be put under pressure by Van Rijkem. Bastien joining the battle for the lead in Heat 1 of tonight's race. Bobars making the gap bigger, almost a second. Let's look at Van Rijkem now. He is behind Masson. The gap is closing. Will it be enough? Leaves the space but brakes late and makes the corner, still ahead of Van Rijkem. Meanwhile, another battle is happening side by side. Yves Ponchelet, and is it the end? Contact between Ponchelet. It was Thijssen, Jan Thijssen. Not sure who was at fault there. Maybe some racing incident. We'll have to find out. Gabriels jumped to pit lane, so he will be out of the race for quite a bit. But Van Rijkem is not. He is going side by side with Masson. Is he going to be brave enough in the braking zone? I think he will be, but it will not be easy. Masson doesn't like to give in. Is he going to take the outside line? No, he cannot hold the position, and it's Van Rijkem in P2 now. Masson needs to find his pace again, the pace he showed in qualifying, because he had by far the fastest lap time. Francois with a completely wrecked car. Left rear looks messed up. Rear wing as well. Let's take a look what happened. Oh, I think it happened before. Oh, and then again, lift from from the lack of aerodynamics. So lucky no one was behind him, because it's impossible to see him from behind the hill. Bobars with a comfortable gap now, 1.8 seconds. Then it is Van Rijkem and Masson. De Vlier also closing in. He is only 8 tenths behind Masson. So Masson really needs to find the pace. Maybe he has some damage. I don't really know. Maybe he rubbed the wall a bit too hard. Hendricks and Sergeev. Hendricks trying to make the pass for P13. It's not over yet. Very late on the brakes from Sergeev. Maybe a bit too late. Yes, he overshoots the corner. And Hendricks gets ahead, and so does Donovan Hoya. Almost getting collected by Sergeev rejoining the track. Let's have a look at Masson. Masson closing in. Not enough. We're past the halfway point. Around 4 more laps to go. Seems like the drivers are settling down a bit, apart from Hoya and Sergeev. Some wheel lock from Hoya ahead. Tricky section to do that. And some wheel rubbing could be the same cause of why Masson is a bit on the slower side compared to qualifying. He still is fast though, don't get me wrong, but qualifying was on another level. Masson, side by side with Van Rijken. Can he make a head this time? No, he goes a bit too wide. Van Rijken still holding his second position. Bobard still 1.7 seconds ahead. He's not getting much further away. Van Leeuwen swapping positions with Stingelhammer. They were making the pass for P9. One more pass and he will start from pole position in the next heat. Well, Disco is 5 seconds ahead, so that can be quite challenging, but it's a challenging track, so anything can happen at this point. Hendricks found a way to get behind Christian Collin. 2 tenths behind him. As it's standing currently, Rune Bobars will take the win, but oh, that's a mistake from Christian Collin. Oh, that's a very unfortunate spot to do that in the high-speed section. Oh, and there is the crash we were all expecting. I think it was Pierre Sergeev crashing into Christian Collin. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah, Christian Collin's car is completely wrecked. He will have to tow to pit lane, and I think Sergeev's car as well. He didn't have any steering. I think I saw just before I clicked it away. Have a very quick look at the replay. Here he goes, Colin. Too much curb, and there he goes. And, and then Sergey goes straight into him. Could have gone a bit to the right, but yeah, you never know what happened. Very, very unfortunate for Colin. Was driving a good race, but then it all fell apart.
Good evening, Jean.
Hey, Simon, how you doing?
I'm good. Hello. Sorry for the delay from my part, but I'm there now.
No worries. Welcome to the stream. There's 4 minutes left in the first heat. I'll let me just give me a second. Yes. There we go. We just saw a major crash from Christian Collin speeding out, and then Pierre Sergiev driving straight into him. Was very unfortunate. Other than that, Bobard started on P2, besides next to a very, very fast Julien Masson. Took first position and is holding that already for, I think, 5 laps. With 2 more laps to go, this could be a good win for him.
Yeah, pretty interesting track here. So really exciting to see how they get along, but it seems like they are doing quite okay. Of course, it's a very hard track to drive.
Yeah, absolutely, it's not easy at all.
Yeah,
We have
but they
seen
choose this.
it is challenging for some of them. We have seen some
Yeah.
small incidents, but not that much actually. Most of them are simple solo mistakes, so no big
Yeah,
wrecks.
they did choose the track themselves, so
Absolutely,
they can't complain.
some people just want to suffer. Here goes Gabriel's side by side with Hoyua, trying to take away P13. Does so for now, but they're still side by side. And it's Gabriel's ahead and makes the corner. That's another position gain for him after dropping back early on in the race.
Yeah, and also I think the win for Bobas is pretty good for the championship, right? Because he's P2, 20 points behind Masson, so he needs every point he can take.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. He's going to need the points. He too will be important as well, definitely. Oh, something happened. Bobars. Oh no, Bobars. His car is completely totaled. I think it looked like a wheel was loose. We jinxed it, eh?
Was that the commentator's curse?
Must be. Some more wheel rubbing from Vareg, him who is now in P1, followed by Masson. De Vlier has a black and orange flag as well. Probably must have run into, yeah, his left front wheel isn't even touching the ground. He is definitely going to pit lane after De Gent takes the position away from him. I think it's hard to steer the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a finito.
Yeah. Wheel is loose, the axle's broken. Maybe he's trying to get it back to do a fast repair instead of towing. The last part of the track is pretty straight, so maybe he can get it back and so it doesn't lose too much time.
Let's have a look at what happened to Bobars.
Yeah, so that's the uphill section.
Loses it.
Loses it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so and then, yeah. But why is the front right broken? It's strange. Oh, okay, yeah, that's...
Oh no,
Oh.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
no, that's unfortunate. For I want to see that from Bobar's perspective actually, from the cockpit. From the Vlieger, I mean. Here goes the Vlieger, all alone, peacefully.
Jump scare incoming.
And there is a sudden Bobars.
Yeah.
Hello to you too.
Absolutely no chance to avoid that from his part.
Yeah, that's not good for his championship. I think that's going to be difficult to recover from.
Yeah, I think that's a big championship deciding point because now Julien Masson is second. The only one in the championship that's also there is Stefan van der Smissen, but already 35 points behind before this race. So this could be the title winning race for Julien Masson.
Yeah, could well be indeed. He's 2.5 seconds behind Van Rijkerem now. He had to lift, unfortunately, for Bobas. Still on the podium, still big points for him. And indeed, if Bobas finishes like that all the way at the end, I think this could be the deciding race indeed. Van Leeuwen gaining 11 positions, starting from P18, now currently in P7. Oh, I wasn't looking at timing. Van Rijkerem takes the win ahead of Masson, followed by Agneses on the podium. Agneses, and then it's Van der Smissen. Next up, Johan de Jent taking P5 in the first heat, gaining 6 positions during the race. Cordisco. Then Van Leeuwen, Dutrieu, and Stingelhammer almost taking the position from Dutrieu on the line. Hendricks starting from P10, finishing in P10. Then Hoyoa and Tricot. Oh, someone else behind Hoyoa. I think it was Mathieu Hustin. Next up, Dundas and De Vlieger still taking a finish. The finish line in P14. Unfortunate at what happened. Poncelet. Gabriels. P16 dropping back through the standings as well. Bobars still going for the finish line after he made a simple, stupid mistake. He's going to regret that probably.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it would be still very tight to get to the championship. But still, it's all you can do on the last race weekend to get P1 and do the best you can.
Christian
Oh,
Paulin.
I already heard like that was early on the throttle. I
Yeah.
was a bit optimistic.
Yeah, he's just having fun at this point. Oh no, he got a black flag because
Oh,
of it. Christian,
yeah, I think
oh
it doesn't matter
no.
too much.
So unfortunate.
I think it's only 2 points, so.
Oh, that was unfortunate. Anyway, let me see if I can pull up the points. Here are the results once again from Heat 1. Rijkerem taking the win, followed by Masson and Agneses on the podium. Big gap between Masson and Agneses. Also probably because of the pileup we had at some point. And then Van der Smissen, De Gent, Cordisco, Van Leeuwen, Dutrieu, Stingelhammer, and then finally in P10, Florent Hendricks. Next heat, we will start with the top 8 reverse grid, meaning Fabrice Dutrieu and Julien Van Leeuwen will start on the front row. Christian Collin didn't lose any more positions, I think, with the penalty. No, he didn't, because he came in right behind Bobars and stayed that way. Anthony Francois was 1 lap behind due to
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
an early crash.
Yeah, so now it's all about the second race. You have Fabrice Dutrieu from pole. So this will be a bit interesting with the faster guys coming from P8.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's always a challenge. I think the first race is the more important race. Second race is always a bit more exciting, let's say.
Yeah,
You need to have some luck.
like what. Yeah, when I like raced a similar format, it was also interesting to have the second race because you were like grooved in. You knew the exact conditions of the session. You had a first race, and then you already had your pace. Of course, it's unfortunate if you had a crash or something that made you angry in heat one that then that can take over to heat two, and you need to take care to stay calm and finish the job.
Yeah, it's always important to stay calm, especially in real racing, but in sim racing as well, because any mistake happens so quickly, especially on, on Mount Panorama. It's incredible how just the
Absolutely.
tiniest of wrong inputs can ruin your whole race. And I think some of those drivers tonight were proving that. It's 2 more minutes left in the warm up. 3 drivers on track though. That's something we haven't seen much in the championship round. In championship,
Yeah, taking the last seconds of practice.
maybe they find it necessary.
Yeah, I wonder. I didn't have time to test the F4 on Mount Panorama, but I definitely need to do that next week. But yeah, at first I thought no, it's undrivable with the Formula car. But I watched some lap times or lap videos on YouTube to check if the track will be okay. But it looked like quite fun. Like the all
Yeah,
the like lower part is quite easy. Just the uphill parts have some hard kings and drops. But
yeah,
yeah, it's still drivable.
yeah. Downhill part is quite sketchy too. I think the top part looks fun. It looks like they're flat out completely on the top of the hill through the corners. So that must be quite fun. I haven't had the opportunity either to test it, but I think it should be quite drivable, except that once you hit a wall once, it's over.
Yeah, but I think it's like at every track. Of course, the uphill section is hard. I think the harder part is if somebody in front of you has a crash or something, the track is directly completely blocked. So it's so hard to get out of the way. So I think that's the harder part.
Tim Simon celebrating that he's on top of the leaderboard with a 2 minute 16, only time anyone has put down during the session. Warm up is finishing, so that does mean that we can go over to the race session. Heat 2 coming up of the AN Championship. After this one, we still have 2 more races to celebrate the win, the championship win of Jentel Van Tielen.
Yeah, it's yeah, like a race for him to relax, but we have a big fight for P3. Though it's important because the top three qualify for an offline event next year. So it's a hard fight. So it'll be very interesting.
It will be very interesting indeed, and I think it will be broadcast live as well, or am I mistaken?
The offline event,
Yes.
yeah, we'll definitely try to do that. I think it should be possible without a problem.
Perfect. We're looking forward to it. I think the race session is going to start, and yes, it is. Oh, Dutrieu and Van Leeuwen on the front row. There they go. Lots of wheel spin. Not the best of starts from Van Leeuwen. Good start from Cordisco, going to the inside immediately, trying to take the position from Van Leeuwen. Side by side now. Everyone gets through T1 safely, it looks like. No one starting from pit lane this time. Dutrieu first to go through T1, I think. Van Leeuwen is approaching though, but not yet there. He does stay ahead of Cordisco.
Yeah, now they need to sort all positions out before getting to the top because yeah, it's almost impossible to go too wide. So better to do the good old snake.
Yes, indeed. Here goes Masson, followed by Van Rijkhem. These are the two guys we need to watch right now, because they will try to make their way past the top 6 as soon as possible, but it will not be easy. Oh, and that's a mistake from... Is it Van der Smith? No, it was Van Leeuwen, Julien Van Leeuwen. I think everyone made it past Van Leeuwen safely. He does have a meatball flag showing right now. There are Van Rijkhem and Masson not close enough yet. De Gent probably is. And maybe Van der Smith too. De Gent side by side with Cordisco. Goes ahead. Does he make the corner? Oh, oversteer and overshooting. Oh, all three overshoot. Agnes is the one taking profit from the whole situation, gaining, I think, 3 positions, moving up into P2. All because of one simple mistake. Oh, and there goes Van Rijkhem. I think it was his spoiler against the wheel of Cordisco. Losing some time. Dutrieu has a comfortable gap now due to the overshooting we saw earlier. Agnes is in second. Here we have Van Rijkhem and Stingelhammer side by side. Behind them is Hoywa and Dundas also side by side. When someone is parked on the side of the road there, it is Yves Ponchelet. It is getting messier than the first heat. That's Van der Smith banging against the wall. Hope he doesn't suffer from any damage. Did I see a spoiler flying? Oh, there's a car parked. Is it Agnes? It is Agnes. Oh, that's complete wreck.
Oh.
Yeah, he's towing to the pits. He's not going to be driving anywhere soon. Yeah, cars don't work like that, Julia. Masson already in second now.
Yeah, very unfortunate. He had a good start there. Yeah, Masson can just play it cool. He should be fine for the championship. I'm just looking. Where's Bobas?
Here is Bobars, P9, gaining the
P9.
positions of Hoywa and De Vlier.
Doing a bit of rallying, and apparently I'm blind because I looked at the timing tower like 3 times and didn't find him. Yeah, also Masson 6/10 this lap faster, so incredible time, 2 to 3 seconds faster than the rest of the field, so incredible pace from him there. Yeah, and I think for this track it's really like how you get along with it. I think nobody has driven it before in the F4, so that's also interesting because it's not a track that you drive very often, and then it's really how you get along with the car, with the track, because it's very special. Like we said, the top part is special to drive, and also the lower part is hard because you can lose a lot of time there very, very fast. So yeah, I think it shows more of how quickly a driver can adapt and just get along with the new track and the harder track.
Yeah, absolutely. You do need some skill to get along this track safely and fast as well. Bobas is showing that because he started from P17, is currently in P9 already, and oh, there goes Stingelhammer. Yeah, now he's P8. Stingelhammer making a mistake, going against the wall, doesn't seem to have too much damage. I'm not quite sure yet from this point of view.
I think he was very lucky. He just like slided into the wall, but yeah, interesting that he lost the car there. Maybe the tire's a bit overheated or not on temperature yet, but they should be on lap 3, so quite interesting. Bastian van
Yes, indeed. We did see him go. We did see him go take the outside line in the pedigree corner, and there was no grip whatsoever. He went straight to the outside. Probably some rubber that he picked up, but might be that the tires are starting to slide. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Bastian taking an easy position from his teammate, now on P3. And again, Masson like over a second faster. Bastien also topping this time again, so there are some people on the run.
Yes, indeed. Tony François behind Tessa, going for a move. Almost side by side. Might have to watch this because if he has to take the outside line, he's not going to find much grip like Stingelhammer.
I couldn't make it work there, had to back out. But Joe, I must say, I was always so confused when I entered this corner with the pedigree publicity there. I was like, why is the stock foot here? Yeah, the forces are working hard on this part of the track. Also, the drop is very unusual. It's not something. I think the most similar thing is maybe the corkscrew in some way.
Yeah.
Laguna Seca, where we raced like 2 or 3 weeks ago, race weekends, not 2 weeks ago.
Almost 3 wide, almost a 4 wide. Lorenz de Vlieger ahead of Hendrix Cordisco and Bobaris as well. Everyone makes it through safely. Bobaris P8 still. Masson, where is Van Rijken? Oh no, there is a mistake from Dutrieux. Oh no, that was... he couldn't really go anywhere.
Lorenz again.
Stay there.
It's again Lorenz.
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate. Oh, that's not possible.
I thought so too, but it happened. We cannot unsee it.
Yeah, I tried to keep on going, taking the outside. But yeah, the Vlieger also chose the outside to get past, so...
Bobaris in P6 already. I think it was De Vlier that got hit again, right?
Yeah.
He's not having any luck tonight.
No, very unfortunate. Like the last time it was really on Rune's fault, but this time, yeah, it was a bit more unfortunate because you also need to like turn your car back, and
that's not good for his championship either, because he's still in he's in P5 currently, but Agnesis is only 9 points behind him, or 8 points even. So yeah, and Anthony François 21 points. So we'll have to see after the standings have been updated.
Yeah, it's a bit on the drop round then, but yeah, of course, You also want to finish the championship in a good way, going into a winter break, or yeah, just finishing it, and then it's very unfortunate for such a race
Yes, indeed.
went like this two times.
Bobar's going to make the move for a P5, trying to get past Nicolas Cordisco. Cordisco also late on the brakes. Goes side by side through the corners. Also contact between Cordisco and Bobars, but Bobars makes it through.
Yeah, now the next gap is a bit bigger, so we'll see if he can close it down. Bastien still doing purple lap times, and there was a spin in the background from Gabriels.
No one
Losing out
got
some
hurt, luckily.
positions there. Yeah, I think just it seems like this corner you can go too early on the throttle and just spin around.
Yeah.
We had that now a couple of times.
François and Tessa. Tessa stays ahead.
Yeah, still fighting it out. They have 8 more minutes to do so. Not that many laps left because we have a long lap over 2 minutes.
Van der Smissen made it past the Ghent. Something happened to the Ghent, I think.
Oh, he
Too
was on the
wide.
grass, but too wide.
Yes.
Ah, but saved it, okay. Very
Yeah.
nicely done. Just slowed down, got safe back on track. That's how you save your race.
Yes, indeed. Well done.
Because he's still in the draft, he can strike back. Of course, it's annoying, but better to end up in the wall.
Cordisco and Hendricks. Hendricks going for the move. Side by side through the corner, but
Yeah.
that didn't go well. And there goes Dundas. Serge Dundas going for the move on Cordisco as well. Nope, not just yet. Hendricks and Dundas are teammates, so they will need to work together. 7 minutes left.
And now Bobas with the fastest time, so there is some pace on the track. I don't know if is it an STK mistake that they're on the pit lane, or are they really in the pit line?
No, they
Ah, no.
definitely are.
Tyson. Then both had a contact.
Yep. Van Rijkegem really trying to take all the points he can get tonight. He is fourth in the championship. 29 points behind Van der Smissen. I need to recall my memory to see where Van der Smissen finished in the previous race. Because if he didn't finish high up, his position could be in danger. But Van Rijkegem and Masson going side by side. Van Rijkegem making it past Masson on the straight. Easily done. And ahead of Masson.
Yeah, really great pace there. Good comeback from him. I think Van der Smissen finished like in the top four,
Yeah,
top
he
five.
was fourth indeed.
Uh,
So if he finishes like
yeah,
this, then he will stay on the third position.
but Bastia really showing like the last races a great pace, great consistency, um, being on the podium regularly. So yeah, I think he found the groove with the car, and maybe that's also promising for next year for the next championship.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been taking home some good points at Laguna Seca. He brought home 90 points last round at Watkins Glen, 87 points. So he did have some really good rounds. Here go Cordisco and Dundas and Hendricks still fighting for position. Cordisco trying to stay ahead of Dundas from Stan Motor. Assan having difficulties to keep up with Van Rijkiem. Maybe the tires are starting to give up. Maybe he wants to play it safe. I'm not sure. Maybe some damage from the walls. We have seen some drivers going into the wall.
Yeah, I don't really see damage on the car. Maybe it's just playing it safe because he knows he has a gap, so no need to push all the way. And this
This
fight
could.
is still ongoing.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the move happen from Dundas, but not just yet. We still have 2.5 minutes left. I think that means this will be the second to last lap.
And now he always going very wide. I just want to say pull the gap, but now he was too fast into the corner, losing out to Serge Dendas. Maybe I can defend from Flora Hendricks. But maybe he has also gotten some damage now on the car or maybe on the steering wheel. But you also see that he lost a lot of momentum. You see how Serge just pulls away. Because that's also very crucial for this uphill part. If you lose the momentum once in the corner, then yeah, you lose a lot of time.
Absolutely. Van Rijkiem is not losing any time whatsoever. He's already 2.5 seconds ahead of Masson.
It looks like his car is still okay. He's back in the draft from Serge, so maybe he can attack back.
Tricot seems to have some problem. He's showing a meatball flag.
Yeah, then but the car looks fine, so
Yeah,
not just the steering is a bit off.
yeah, not going in just yet. I don't think he is going in at all because this will be probably white flag. Yeah, white
This
flag.
should be white flag,
Yeah, you
yes.
can see it on the top left behind the standings.
Cordisco got back past than Das. Oh no, the other way around. So
Yep, then that's getting ahead of Cordisco.
they're switching back and forth, and Florent is
Oh,
happy
there goes
because he can see
Cordisco
off.
to the
Ooh.
inside. Nice dive.
Oh, what a great
Oh,
move!
no, 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 no. Hendricks.
Oh, Hendrik spinned it. Oh no. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think that's drivable to the finish. Oh,
No.
I think he was looking in front and then just lost concentration.
Bobas now trying to go for a podium finish on the final lap.
Yeah, he closed down the gap. I think about 2 seconds it was. Now last chances, taking the P3 from Stefan van der Smissen, but he will defend hard. They know each other. They know how to race. And now Boas is past, so maybe Stefan can do something in the last corner, but he pulled the gap, so it will be very hard.
There goes Bastian Marek taking the second win of tonight. Perfect race for him. A Masson taking on the P2 and taking the championship win probably. Bobars in P3 after starting from P17. Props to him. And then it is Van der Smissen. De Gent coming in
great drive
fifth.
from Boas.
Absolutely. There go Dundas ahead of Cordisco finally. His teammate is in pit lane unfortunately. And then we have Donovan Hoya going for a P8. Gabriels behind him. And then Christian Collin not spinning it on the finish line this time. Laurent Tricot still with the meatball flag. I think I see why now. His car looks like it's crabbing a bit. It's not going fast, so that's something.
Just bringing it to the end. Oh
Well,
yeah, now you
Francois
already
already
see it.
made it past the finish line, and then we will go back a bit for Fabrice Dutrieux, starting from pole, then spinning it unfortunately after a couple of laps, and now finishing the race in P13. I think after everyone finishes, we need to have a look at what happened to Hendricks. There goes Dutrieux across the finish line. Team Simon as well. And then Husta and Van Leeuwen finally. Hendricks unfortunately not taking the finish, going across the finish line. I think, oh no, he is moving now. Hendricks is moving. Husta, Van Leeuwen, where is Hendricks? There he is. I don't see him moving anymore, but he was moving. There go the winner, Van Rijkegem, Assan, Bobars, Van der Smissen. Let's have a quick look. I really want to see what happened to Hendricks.
Yeah, I think we just saw like also the top 4 of the championship.
Yes, I think indeed. Here he goes uphill.
Yeah, maybe now focuses. Yeah, I think it just focuses on the attack in front and then just loses out.
It didn't look like a hard hit, so I don't understand why his car was. Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
It didn't look
just
hard.
with the back in the wall and then just the wing off and also the axle broken.
Yes, indeed. So that's it for the second heat of the night. Let's show the results after some victory burnout laps. Wait, let's just have a look at it. It looks pretty. Yeah, that's definitely some well-deserved fun on the track. And the results are perfect for Bastien Marek. Him taking 2 wins tonight ahead of Julien Masson. Bobar's taking another bronze medal off the starting P17, so good result for him in the end. Not a good result in Heat 1, but this one can count. Van der Smissen in P4, then De Gent and Dundas, followed by Gabriels Collin, and then finally in the top 10, Laurent Tricot. Next up, Cordisco, François Dutrieu, Simon, and Hendricks. Justin Van Leeuwen and Stingelhammer. And then finally, to finish off the first part of the broadcast, Thijssen De Vlieger, Sergej Agnesis, and Ponchlet. Unfortunately, not finishing the race due to some incidents, but that's racing, I guess. Hopefully, we don't see that too much in the next part of the broadcast. Yeah, Simon, you were a bit late, but I think you saw enough action, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think Mount Panorama never lets you down. So it will be interesting for the deciding of the P3 in the pros. Here we had still the championship open until the last race, and yeah, it was very fun and very interesting to see these guys racing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Still doing some victory burnouts. All right, then it's time for us to switch to the broadcasts of the pros. So we will have a quick break and we will be back with you in just a couple of minutes. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, for part 2 of tonight's championship, the BSRF F4 Championship, sponsored by Auriga Racing. It's time to go racing for the pro drivers. Currently, qualifying is almost halfway. We have Jentel Van Thiel on pole position. No, we don't have him anymore on pole position. It is Christophe Herbignot, just as I said it. He put down a lap time 7 thousandths of a second faster than Van Thiele, and then it is Fagnan-Polis in third, followed by Steyrs and Hermans, but still plenty of time to put down a fast lap in qualifying session. Welcome back, Simon.
Yeah, we're back now. Just sorted out the AM standings.
Let's see.
Yeah, we knew that it's enough for Julien Masson, so congratulations. I think he proved the whole season that he is very consistent, except for like one round at Laguna Seca. He put down almost 90, like it's by 88, but otherwise like over 90 points around. So awesome consistency there. Congratulations, taking the win by
Absolutely.
50 points.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, so it's an entire race win worth of points. The other places got a bit tight towards the podium. So we have Stefan van der Smissen. It was very important that he got the last race, like the last positions, and Rune even overtook him. But it wasn't enough because Rune is on P3 with 2 points less than Stefan van der Smissen. So close. Very unfortunate for Rune in the first race because that could have been P2, but otherwise it's a whole season that you have, so it's not always just on the last race. Bastien van Reichem, so that's the the end boss of a name for me. He got close to the podium. He did some awesome last races. Only 5 points behind Rune. And then top 5 is completed by Julia Agnesens, which was constantly on the top 5, I would say, where we saw him every now and then. So very awesome, very nice to see, and
Yeah, absolutely.
congratulations.
Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations to every driver. Yeah, so
Yeah.
all the gaps like behind are so close. Like sometimes you have a bigger gap of 110 points behind Julien, but then like 4 to 10 points the difference. So very tight gaps, very hard fights all the way. Yeah, just congratulations and also thank you for taking part, everyone. Um,
Yeah.
it was so awesome to watch the whole AM season. It's not the biggest names or like the highest I rating driver, but still it never disappoints with race action and also fairness on the track. I found this season was really fair because the car is not easy to drive. You touch quickly and this produces a lot of carnage, but yeah, very proud of everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. It's always been a spectacle to watch the AM races before the pro races. Everyone has really given it their 100%. And so is Robert. He just put down a 209.1, good for a P7. Just missing out on P6, which is currently still Stavers. Paulin currently with a 209.2, but he is on a fast lap, so he might be improving. 7 minutes left on the clock, and then we will go over to the first heat.
Yeah, and maybe as a quick overview for the Pro Championship, we already have
Oh,
our
yeah.
winner, which is known from last week as Jentel Van Thielen, the defending champion Vince Peters on P2. He is also, safe. Should be quite safe on P2 if he just brings both races to the end. But otherwise, he has a drop round to take, so this should be fine. But the fight for P3 is so close. So we have on P3 Maxime Robruck with 286 points, and the same amount of points has also Gauthier Fagnopolis.
Yep.
So GFP on P4, but also on P3 at the same time. Maybe then changes with the drop round. Then we have Kenny Heremans on P5, only 14 points behind. Christophe Herbignon only 1 point behind him. Then we have 12 points to Lucas Romano and 4 points to Mathieu Collet. So that's pretty close, because if you remember, we have 50 points for a race win. So there are over 100 points with all the extra points. I think we have 105 points to take per race week. So it's not over. It's if I count together, like 30 points of a difference. So yeah, every point will count this evening for them.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the drop rounds are something important to take into account, I think, because Herbigno already missed 2 races, so he cannot take any low score. He really has to max out everything he can. Just like Kenny Hermans will have to do, because he's just 1 point ahead of Herbigno.
Yeah, and just to remember, it's the top 3 that go to an offline event from this year and from next year's season to find out a winner that
Yeah.
will represent Belgium at the Motorsport Games, which Vince Peters did last time. So we do an offline event where in a sim racing lounge at Digitrax. Well, you have to adapt to a new setup very quickly. It's not your usual home setup, and then we will have a race there to fight it out and see who will come out of on top. And this will be very, very interesting. And also, if you like get P4, it's also good, because maybe somebody will not take part in the offline shootout or something. So you get in as a P4. So yeah, really important to get
Yeah,
these
so
points.
the battle between Robruck and Fagnopolis will be super important to watch. They are with identical points on the podium.
Yes. Yeah, so they have the best starting position for now, and we know that they are both very quick. Christoph, unfortunately, missing out on 2 rounds, so he has uh, a 0 in the standings.
Yeah.
That's, of course, very hard to compensate,
Yeah,
but
he
still
could have
with
been
a
a very
great
good.
comeback.
He could have been he could have been a very good contender. He has 2 times 92
Yes.
points and then 87 points. So if he kept that trend all throughout the championship, then he would have definitely been on the podium.
Yeah, it would have been a great fight with Vince and Yentl, of course. But yeah, sometimes like this, and uh, which is also to say you always have the chance next year to qualify again, which could be an advantage, because maybe different people take part. Maybe some people that already qualified this year will not be there. Maybe other people will be there next year. So it's a bit of a gamble, of course, but yeah, will be very, very interesting. And of course, you drive it easier when you know you have your spot already secured.
Yes, indeed, that will make life a lot easier. Van Thiele still in P2. Hasn't been
Yeah, and I
able to
think
put out a faster time than Herbigno.
the motorsport games as an event, as like a hobby sim racer, is one of the biggest instances where you can go. So it's pretty nice chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Vince Peters was the one that represented us last year.
Yes, in a great way. So and even though he didn't win this year, he is still in a good position. Maybe he can adapt better to new setups than Yantl. So this will be very interesting to see then in the offline shootout.
Ah, there goes Peters. Peters moving up on the leaderboard. 208.5, 200ths of a second behind Herbigno.
Yeah, Yentl getting a bit of a draft from I don't see who it is. Yeah, but
he had to give up, and that's the last chance
yeah.
for him to put down the lap time. So he will have to go home with a 208.6. Let's see if Fagnon Podis can improve his time by just a tiny bit.
Roburg going to P6, gaining another place, which is crucial for today.
Yes, indeed, 209.0. EFP using all the track he can. Lots of dirt on the exit though there. Stuyvers improving his time. P5. Oh, that's a tiny mistake at the end of his lap. Yep, he is not improving his lap time. 30 seconds left. Let's see if these guys can make it just in time. Axel Abrams currently P13. Followed by, I think it's Noel. Ah, they just did not make it.
Just missing out. So that's already one extra point secured for Christophe Herbignon.
Yes, indeed, he will start on the front row next to Peters, and then it is Van Thiele and GFP, Gauthier Fagnon Polis. Row 3, Maxime Stuyvers and Kenny Hermans, followed by Robroek and Collin. Mathieu Collin, that is Christian Collin, we saw earlier tonight. Mathieu Molle and Lucas Romano on row 5, followed by Goossens and Van Grinsven. Behind them is Abrams, Noel and Stan Donkerwolke. We'll just have to wait just a bit more for everyone to join the grid. Let's hope no one forgets to change setup and take some race fuel. There's always that one guy, you know.
Oh my god, I can tell you stories about that.
It feels like you've been that guy before.
Yeah, luckily just in the officials, but it has happened. It has happened.
I think it has happened to all of us. It has happened to me anyway.
Yeah, everybody gridding in all the. Yeah, but I'm just looking Stivers. Where's he at in the championship? I don't know it. It's also two more than 1-0. Otherwise, good points. But really awesome time from him there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we are all on the grid. Herbigno and Peters. False start from someone in the back. And there we go. Green flag.
It should be Abrams, Axel. There's a black flag for the jump start.
Yeah.
Now it's all the work from Christophe Herbignon to defend down the long straight where everybody gets slipstream from him. Until now it looks good that he can stay ahead easily. And then it's all about keeping the nerves together.
I wouldn't call it easy, but he did manage it quite well indeed. Defending there, closing the line on the inside, because we have seen some maneuvers there. Peters staying as close as he can. You can't go much closer unless you go side by side. And behind him is Van Thiele and Podis.
Of course, Peters and Van Thielen have nothing to lose this round. They have settled their position. It's all just about having fun, but Herbigno is in the fight. He
And there
needs
goes
all
Van
the
Thiele.
points.
There goes Van Thiele
Oh.
into P2, taking advantage of the situation.
Snake is snaking to the drop.
Not much has changed in the standings yet, except Van Thiele getting past Peters and who was it? Was it Axel Abrams taking a
Yes,
false start?
exactly, yeah.
And there goes GFP past Peters. Peters had a very quick first half of the lap, but then everything changed in the downhill section. That's how quick it can go at the beginning of the race. Herbigno crossing the finish line in first. Axel Abrams going through pit lane after his false start, and there goes Herbigno. He is going to try and hold off the inside. The outside does have less grip, and Van Thiele definitely knows that.
Yeah, and behind is GFP, who is lurking, who sees the green Delitras automotive car and knows that he needs to get ahead.
Seems like Holz has had a crash and went to pit lane. We'll have to take a look later. That's probably the first casualty from the race, apart from
Yeah, and Noah
Abrams.
also has a black flag, so maybe there was something, but the other ones are still so close up until P9. They're all behind each other, so they definitely trained a bit to drive this this stunning track. Now back to the straight, back to the slipstream. Peters has a tiny bit of a gap, but the top three still so close together. Maybe Yentl can now attack to the inside. He's on the same height.
Watch
Yes, the
GFP behind
outside.
them. He's going to try and take any advantage he can find.
Yeah,
Van Thiele fends him off well.
but now Vantin has a bit more speed through the corners, but has again the outside. Peters trying a move on GFP, taking advantage from there, but no, GFP looks also in the mirror and defends off Peters, but now maybe another try. And this just keeps the pack together. They can't get away.
If nothing happens, this can take quite a while to settle down.
Yeah, and if you fight, it's always time you lose. And if there are people on the slipstream just like tenths behind, then they get a
Van
bit of
Thiele
a
on the grass. That's not
yeah.
good because now GFP might try something. Is he fast enough? I don't think he is. Peters moving
Peters
in.
around the outside.
Yes, indeed. Getting past GFP.
So Vince is really saying, no, I don't care about your fighter for P3. I want to get to the front.
Romano with a meatball flag as well. Mount Panorama is taking its toll already. 5 minutes into the
Yeah,
race. 3 meatball
we
flags, I think. Oh,
haven't
what's
really seen what happened there, but
Peters really going for it? Almost looked like they ran into each other at the back.
yeah. And we have all our contenders for P3 in that pack, I think. I know it's just Lucas Romano with the meatball flag who's not in there.
Yes, indeed. If Romano has to go to pit lane, that means his shot at P3 is probably over, I think.
Yeah, yeah, should be. Just if everybody else gets a meatball flag in the second race.
Keep our eyes on Van Tielen and Peters. They have shown quite the battles in the last few rounds.
Yeah, for Herbinho, it would be the perfect situation if Peters just attacks Van Tielen, and so he can pull a little of a gap. Let's see if they will give him this. But it looks like Van Tielen is more focused on getting to P1, trying the inside move there, but Herbinho defending it like a champion. Making his... Oh.
I thought he was gonna dive to the inside, and
Yeah.
I was gonna say to myself, yeah, that doesn't work like that.
Oh,
and
but-
there goes GFP.
But GFP got both of them.
Not just yet. It's not over yet.
Ah, not yet, not yet.
It looked like
He's
he
now on
had
the
at least
outside.
1.5, but he wasn't.
Yeah, now-
he wasn't past Herminio. Back into
Herbinho
P3.
is defending like crazy.
There's some more meatball flags in the back. 3 meatball flags currently. Van Grinsven, Molle,
Oh, yeah.
Romano.
But Romano is not really losing time, so maybe, I don't know how accurate SDK is with it, if it gets a direct signal from our racing or not.
So far it's been accurate, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, that's true.
But waiting, these guys do not know. Herbinho, Van Tielen going for it again. And now let's watch GFP again behind them. He is not far away. Is he going to go 3 wide? Almost went 3 wide there into the braking zone. But pulls back. Oh, Herbinho going a little bit too wide. Van Tielen, yeah, 3 wide.
He
both
bottoms
of them.
out.
So
Just-
close.
Yeah, he just bottomed out on the curb and lost the traction.
Yeah, these cars have open differentials, so it's not good when you lift the wheel off the ground.
Must be so stressful to drive in this pack right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, GFP very wide. Okay, saves it. Maybe Herbinho gets the run now up the hill. Yeah, he has. Got back past. Because that's so hard in this corner, because it's so uphill. And if you lose the momentum, you just lose so much speed.
Yeah, true. Peters not giving up, staying as close as he can to GFP. Any smallest of mistakes can cost you a couple of positions at this point. I think top 8 is within 2 seconds, so it's still quite exciting. We have Hermans. There goes Hermans with a move on Stavros if he can. So just wait and see. Can he go late on the brakes? Yes, he goes
Yes,
late
the
on the brakes. Does he make the
inside.
corner? Yes, he does. Well done. Proper move from Hermans. Let's have another look. Nothing. Oh, Herbinho back into P1. Crazy. How does he do it? He definitely proves to be the fastest on track tonight.
Yeah, with the
Romano
fastest
finally
lap
going
also.
into yes, indeed. Romano finally going into pit lane to get rid of the meatball flag.
Yeah, very unfortunate, because it seems like it didn't affect him too much.
Van Thiel and Herminio, the battle continues. Can it work around the outside? I think it can. Van Thielen makes it work around the outside. That's the first time I think we saw this tonight. Watch GFP and Peters. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, it's hard to say anything. It's so breathtaking just looking at it. Who would have expected to have such a close race here at Mount Panorama?
It's incredible. Absolutely. I wouldn't have thought.
Oh, absolutely not. So breathtaking just looking at it. All the top three still. You see the dark orange, so all the tight gaps like below 0.5 of a second. Abio tries an attack from the outside, but Van Thielen breaks a bit later. Now GFP on the inside of Herbigno, maybe in the braking.
Oh, that's a contact! No, Herminio's car
Ooh.
completely wrecked.
Now his front wing got back on.
Really? Oh yeah. What?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Did he use
It's
the
just
fast repair?
damaged. Yeah, but you see the bend on the right side, so this will take some speed from him.
Not really sure what happened. If we find the time when everything settles, we can have a look. But with GFB going so wide, this might be an opportunity for Peters. It go quite wide, and that compromises Peters' position. Losing position to Stuyvers and Heremans. All that in just one wrong turn. Heremans and Stuyvers passing through as if nothing happened to their race. Six minutes left.
Yeah, Herbigno is still, I think he should be still on the
Oh,
draft,
Peters!
but of course. Ooh. Now they all come together.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Now his car looks bent, and meatball flag as well. These Formula F4 cars can be quite sensitive. Oh, Stuyvers! Stuyvers going past GFP maybe? Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's enough.
What is happening tonight? Stuyvers into P2. But it's not over yet.
Yeah,
GFP
what a
is
race
coming
from
back.
him.
Yes, absolutely.
Until now has a comfortable lead with 3 seconds. He, of course, had a good position there. Avigno's still doing top time, so could be a fight back for him.
I think so too, but he's gonna have to do it quickly. There go Stuyvers and Fagnan-Polis, followed by Hermans. Behind them, Herbigno taking the position back from Colin on the final part of the straight there. Peters still on track, hasn't taken the fast repair yet. Malo showed up with another crash. He doesn't seem to have the best of nights. I think
No,
he's in pit lane now.
yeah, it's in the pits. When you're back on P5, got Astrovogue and Collet, but now has a over 2 seconds gap to Kenny Hermans, to the spec we see now.
Little mistake from Polis. Hermans takes advantage. Moving up into P3.
This should be one lap more, and then we should see the white flag.
Yes, indeed. 2 more laps left in this heat. Van Thiele, championship leader, leading the race, followed by Stijbers, Hermans, and Fagnan Polis. But maybe that changes because Fagnan Polis is super close. Any mistake Hermans makes now is going to cost him at least 1 position. Herbigno approaching them as well, 2 seconds behind now.
Beta's still continuing, so the car seems to be still okay, even though he has the meatball flag. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, indeed. He will have to go into the pit lane eventually before he gets a penalty.
Yeah, with this trio, Oeremans back a bit loose there. This is so tight together. Abigno is getting closer and closer, but I don't know if it will be enough time. Maybe if they fight a bit harder. But I think GFP also knows that and tries to just go with the pack. But at this point, because of the P1 the quali from Herbigno, he has an extra point, so it will be just like 1 or 2 points differences for now. So the fight is still completely open.
Another look at this battle from the cockpit view. Oh, little contact between Hermans and Stijbers. Stijbers overshooting the corner.
Oh, it goes too wide.
Now he has to watch out because if Herminio gets too close, this could mean that he loses another position.
Yeah, just a bit too fast. And
White
guys, you
flag.
need to take care if you go over the curb, it shoots you back on track. These curbs are high, so they like throw you back on the middle of the track, so that's really dangerous.
Final lap of the race. Van Thiele 5 seconds ahead of Hermans. Hermans will have to try and go defensive now. I think. What is GFP going to do now? He's going to stay and play the patient game, and he's probably going to do that until the final sector. Try and make a move into the braking zone.
Oh, Herbigno in the wall in the back. He just went too wide. Maybe also with his front wing damage, hasn't the best aerodynamics, but he lost a lot of time there. So I think the attack on P4 is over.
Yeah, the gap is growing bigger and bigger. Indeed, it's again over 2 seconds now. And Mathieu Collin will probably try and make a move later on as we are approaching the downhill section now. Final lap of the race, final opportunity. There goes GFP. Is Stivers close enough? I don't think he is, but Hermans and GFP are going to fight for it until the end, I am sure. Fagnopolis ahead of Hermans. Let's go and have a quick look at the championship leader successfully crossing the finish line and then go back again to the battle. GFP ahead of Hermans is this going to happen on the line? I don't think it is. It is GFP taking P2 and Hermans on the podium as well. And behind them is Stivers, Herbigno and Colin. Herbigno managed to stay ahead of Colin in P7. Maxim Brobroek. And then it is Vince Peters. Arnaud Noël and Stan Donkerhoek is still battling until the end. Who is going to take P9 home? They just miss out on the reverse grid. It is Arnaud Noël ahead of Donkerwolke. Axel Abrams going to cross the finish line in P11 with a gap of 41 seconds to the leader. Behind them, Mathieu Molle, Peter Goossens, Jeremy van Grinsven. We didn't have the time anymore to look at their incidents, but that's good because that means it was an eventful and exciting race, and I can definitely confirm that. Goossens across the finish line in 13th, and then finally Jeremy van Grinsven from BBCRT. And that's it for the first heat of tonight. In 5 minutes, we will go again with heat 2 with a reverse grid. Here you have them once again. The standings of heat 1. Peters and Robert will start on the front row in heat 2. Yeah, Simon, not bad for the second to last time. Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I'm already checking the points for the seat. So we have the P3 directly after the race, but it will be so close. Because of the drop rounds, everything is still a bit mixed up. But yeah, it will be so interesting.
Yes, absolutely. The gap was so close on the podium. GFP had to fight Hermans until the end. Unfortunately, Herbigno couldn't really find the leaders anymore. He was close, but then he hit the wall and then dropped back a bit. Quite lucky to stay ahead of Mathieu Collin because Collin was very fast as well, finishing P6. Some bad luck for some other drivers. I think Romano, Van Grinsven, Goossens, Molle, and Abrams all had a incident. Saw it popping up on my screen. Let's see what Heat 2 brings for them. At the championship standings, I'm seeing GFP finished well ahead of Maxim Robroek, so that's probably good for him. If he finishes ahead of Robroek again, he will definitely take the third position on the podium. Robroek will have to give it all for to get back to GFP.
Yeah, it's a bit mixed up because of the drop rounds, of course. So it's just clear after the last race because it depends on how bad your drop round was, etc. So yeah, but it will be definitely so interesting.
Yes, indeed, it will. Yeah. I think Roblox has a drop round of 59 and GFP has a drop round of 46. So I
Yeah,
don't think the drop rounds will play much of a role as long as they finish high up on the standings.
yeah. Of course, now the gaps are a bit misleading because the last round counts as the drop round because it's only just one race driven.
Yeah, looking back at the season, Simon, we had Spa, then we had Laguna Seca, then Interlagos,
Yes.
Fuji, Watkins Glen, and finally Mount Panorama. What was your favorite?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I think the track selection this year was quite interesting. We saw a bit of everything. I think like Mount Panorama from like the train that we saw now was quite interesting. Um, I have to remember a bit the first rounds because it's been some time, but I think Spa was also pretty awesome.
I
Um,
liked Interlagos as well. Very nice track for the
yeah,
F4 cars. Lots of
yeah, that's true.
opportunities, and especially on the long start finish straight, lots of things could happen into the first sector.
Yeah, exactly. And you also have the back straight to then counter attack. So that what was I was just thinking about because I drove it myself a lot in F3 and it was also great fun. So I think it was a really great addition to the calendar. Fuji was of course interesting in the end because of the rain, but still it's also an interesting track. So overall, yeah, I think maybe like Interlagos was like maybe the best race.
Yeah, probably not for the AMs because they had lots of rain and that was
Yeah.
eventful for some. Fun to watch whatsoever. 10 more seconds left in the warm-up session and then it's straight over to the final heat of the championship. I was gonna say of the night, but it's the final heat of the championship. So don't
Yeah,
get too
finally
emotional,
for this
Simon.
year. Yeah, it's always a big moment coming to the last race. Also a big moment for all the drivers to get back in the zone for last time.
Absolutely. Let's take another quick look at the grid. We have Peters and Robroek on the front row. Super important for Robroek if he wants to get back at GFP. If he finishes well ahead, it could get quite exciting for the final podium spot. Behind them, Colin and Herbignot, followed by Stuyvers and Hermans. Row 4 is Fagnan Polis next to Van Thiele, race 1 winner. Then Noël Donkerwolke, Abrams Molle. Finally, Goossens, Van Grinsven, and Romano. All drivers are lining up on the grid. Difficult to watch the whole grid due to the elevation, but we see the lights showing up, so it's go time. Green, green, green. Very good start from Vince Peters. Well ahead of Robroek. Robroek going defensive immediately to fend off Mathieu Collin. Peters trying to break the slipstream by waving across the track. Van Thiele and Fagnan Polis already going aggressive. Van Thiele not making it past Fagnan Polis yet. Herbignot into P3 still. No, ahead of Collin now. Made the move on Collin. Watch it, guys. Tires are still cold. Let's look on board with Maxime Stevers. Front row seat on the battle between Collin and Herbigno. Ooh, now maybe a battle unraveling between Collin and Stevers. This is where the magic will start happening on the downhill straight.
Yeah, awesome to see a bit of onboard action on the top of the hill.
Stevers making the move on Collin.
Yeah, he's really in sync with the track this weekend. I think his best performance throughout the season.
Hermans as well, diving to the inside. Taking away the position from Collin. Fagnon Police and Van Thiele following as well. And there goes Van Thiele on the inside of Fagnon Police. Meanwhile, Vince Peters still trying to break the slipstream.
Also in a good position with P3, which would be very, very crucial for him.
Yeah, started on P2, but Herbigno is just too fast. Herbigno will try to get back to Vince Peters. And then we'll see another battle between Peters and Herbigno. Herbigno now almost next to Peters. Definitely going to see a move happen into the braking zone. Herbigno, oh, already fully passed. He doesn't even have to wait until the braking zone. Super late on the brakes. Both almost overshooting the corner. Van Thiele and Hermans. This will be a new battle unraveling. Vagnon Police now getting back to Van Thiele. That's the contact between Abrams. Was it?
Yeah,
Donkerwalke?
and
yeah. Maybe Polo? Not sure. It happened too fast, but a meatball flag for Abrams. We missed it. Peters got past Herbigno. I got passed by Herbigno.
Yeah.
Robrook still in third, but Herbigno in first now.
Yeah, you're completely right. Yeah, and this is for Herbigno really, really important. Fagnon Poli now on P6, but his problem is Robruk on P3, but all he can do is get P1. Van Thielen's still on P7, so he has maybe some room to just bring it home. Vince maybe he did his first Fun Cup appearance last week, as I saw.
Yeah.
Tested the Fun Cup at Zolder, so I know that's his big goal to step into the Fun Cup for the next time.
I don't need to see his lap times to know that he was fast in it.
Yeah, I don't know what the lap times are at Zolder for
Oh,
Fun Cup, so
no, Max
oh, and
Verstappen's contact between.
oh, but I think you saved it. You pushed him back right, but of
Yeah,
course he lost some time there. But wow, he avoided carnage. Like, oh, but he has
this was
damage.
crucial. Yeah, he has a meatball
Yeah, he has
flag
damage.
showing up.
Oh, okay, wouldn't have thought that. Oh, that's so unfortunate
Yeah,
for
this was
Maxim.
crucial for him to get on the podium.
Yeah,
Also gravel on the
yeah.
track there.
Like Peters did like what was it, 155 at Zolder? Or 255? No, 155, I think.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know if that's fast for Fun Cup or not.
Yeah, same. Peters Vanjapolis, no, Hermans Vanjapolis, side by side. Oh, Vanjapolis to the
Oh,
inside. Hermans trying to find a grip on the outside, but Vantile is going to take the opportunity to get past Hermans as well.
yeah, it just got eaten up there.
Yeah, but
But
it's
he's
not
still
over
there,
yet.
still holding on.
Hermans, is he going to get back at GFP? Yes, and now Vantile maybe too. Yes, getting past GFP, making it look easy, but I know it wasn't. Oh no, Hermans into the wall.
Ooh, a bit too fast through the dipper. Then going to the outside wall. Well, now let's see if the car is okay.
Thiele getting past. GFP now on the outside. Is he going to make it past as well? Let's see. Ooh, some oversteer, maybe some contact. The GFP got past successfully. Peter still 2/10 behind Herbigno.
Van Thielen now already on P4. Made up 3 positions so quickly. Looks so easy when he does it. Now Herbigno maybe needs to get Peters to work with him to just get ahead, keep the gap, because at the moment it's a nice position for Herbigno.
Ross is getting past Mathieu Muller in the back.
Yeah, Wilson's our Clean Driver Award record winner, I would say.
Is he?
As, yeah, especially in the Clio. I think for the F4 there are still some races to sort it out, but in the Clio Cup he was like almost every race was just an incident point or two, so very, very clean driver. But I think the F4 is not quite his thing. Yeah, but still proving always a nice position here, because you need to remember these are some of the top guys, the fastest guys. So if you fight against them, you know that you are one of the best.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with you. GFP is still behind Vantile. Peters getting closer and closer now. 1/10 behind Herbigno. Stavers as well, managing to hold up with the top of the leaderboard now.
Yeah, yeah, incredible his pace here today. So maybe also wake up call for him, and also a name to remember for next season. And
Yeah.
just to prove like the strength, we have Vince who won the F4 last year. We have Christophe awesome in the Clio Cup, also P3 on the Coupe de Belgique. GFP made P2 there. So yeah, in Belgium, one of the top guys. Also Vince now driving for the Williams Esports Academy from this year on, I think. Jensen coming from ACC, proving that he can do it also on iRacing. I think he won the GT3 championship there. I don't remember the name of it. Something like BRC or something.
Nice.
So yeah, also proved in the Clio what he can do. So yeah, awesome to see these in our terms pro guys racing here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always fun to watch, and you could learn a lot from watching it. Stevers, he is holding up well. Still 2 tenths behind Peters. Chris Gosses, Safety Awards driver. Top 10 currently after starting P13.
Extra award for the prize giving. Oh, Colin to the pits. I think he towed.
I think he did, yes.
Oh, I think that's a meatball flag for sure. It's a two-wheeler now. So we see him on the. Oh, he got on the grass, or did he get a touch? That looked so strange. I don't know if you have it from another angle. I think he got a push, right? Or was it
Possibly.
maybe he had, or did he have a touch before and the axle broke? This looks so strange. I don't know. There was somebody directly behind him, so maybe he got a bit of a touch there.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. For now, we'll just go back to the racing because it's still happening at the front of the grid. Peters 6 tenths now behind.
Stavers again next to him.
Six minutes left on the clock. Probably 3 laps after this one.
Yeah, something like this. So we're getting to the end of the race. Van Thielen, I didn't pay attention to the gap the whole time, but still 1.5 seconds behind the top 3. And here this battle for P8 still ongoing between Mathieu Moll, Peter Goossens, and Jeremy van Grinsven.
Stivers going for P2 now. Can he get ahead of Peters? Peters late on the brakes, but does make the corner. Stivers will have to try again later. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, of course, Peters is a number, so he knows how to fight. And I think with these cars and on this track, it's a big advantage if you know how to race another guy. I'm just questioning myself a bit if GFP maybe just couldn't get further ahead because he's like behind Van Thielen and can't really overtake him or can't go faster.
Yeah.
Maybe they just. Yeah, also Van Thielen took a long time until he got to P4, so you lose a lot of time if your opponent starts on P2, like Avignon did.
Yeah,
But
indeed.
they're still
It
getting
took a while.
closer and closer. And they're now in the draft already, so this will be an interesting fight to the end. Avignon now a second ahead.
Griezmann made the pass on Goossens, but it doesn't look like it's over yet. Goossens staying close. Romano approaching them as well. This will probably get fun quite quickly. Stavers.
Still on the try on Peters, but now Van Thielen is also directly in his back and he needs to pay attention. But Hervinho says thank you because he can get away quite easily and drive towards his win.
Exactly. 2 more laps to go. Van Thielen putting down the fastest lap time, 2:07.7. Thielen having a look to the inside. Is he going to push Stavers wide or is he not? I think he is, yes. Big mistake. From that point of view, it just looks like he's going straight for the wall.
Yeah, and it's sad because he loses all the momentum,
Yep,
as we
now
already
GFP,
saw it a couple of times.
They're still side
Maybe
by
he
side.
can hold on. Yeah, and on the exit it's hard because the curb gets high, so you can bottom out, and this can like ruin everything. So maybe you need to even go off the throttle a little bit. Oh, but GFP now got very wide. That's the issue with the white line there. In the GT3 car, it's impossible, almost impossible to do it. In the F4, it seems a bit more durable, but we saw that he just went into the wall. The line is just too wide with the speed.
Yeah, that's costing him some time, definitely.
Yeah, and you need to get lucky. We already saw that some side touches can get your meatball flag very, very fast.
Romano suddenly moving into P9, getting past Van Grinsven and Goossens. Here they go again, GFP and Stavers. GFP completely passed. Maybe Stavers goes late on the brakes. No, he does not. Yes, he does probably, but not late enough for GFP.
Then we have like 30 seconds to the end. We have another last lap. Vigneault 1.8 seconds in the lead. Gained 3/10 again this lap, so should be an easy win for him if he just brings it to the end. And at the back we see now Peters and Van Thielen, the old duo is back. The bromance. Maybe not off track, I don't know about that, but on track. Last race they worked great together at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, absolutely. Van Thielen into P2 now. Right in the final lap of the race, of the championship.
Yeah, and incredible how he still got back from that P7 he was at like I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago. What the pace.
Oh, there goes Peters again.
Oh.
Ah, Peters.
Oh, out over the cup. Can he stick to it? Oh, he can keep the car on track. Oh, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah,
Oh
same.
my
I
God.
thought it was over.
Yeah, you're not doing that with a
I thought it was
GT3
a leap of fate or something.
Yes, it's really the car that makes it possible because it's like a less powerful car and still a lot of downforce. But now Van
Look at this.
Thielen is back. Maybe get some side draft so he can keep the inside. Now, of course, he will have the outside on the bend, but he's still there and can take the inside for the next corner. Oh, but Van der Heen sticks next to him. It's a drag race.
Hervinho crossing the finish line first, but here goes a battle all the way onto the line.
Oh.
And there goes Van Thielen in P2, Peters in third, and then Stavers just ahead of GFP. followed by Kenny Heremans. That was a battle onto the line, even off track. Arnaud Noël in P7, followed by Mathieu Molle, Lucas Romano in 9th, and then Golsens in P10, followed by Jeremy van Grinsven. Robroek crossing the finish line, unfortunately not in the position he wanted to finish. Klein donker wolkje. And then finally Axel Abrams, Mathieu Collin, unfortunately in pit lane with some steering wheel issues. He'll not be able to finish the race, but Axel Abrams will, as the last one to cross the finish line in the BSRF F4 Championship, sponsored by the team he's driving for, Auriga Racing. There he goes across the finish line. Is he? Yes, he is. Wow, amazing championship, Simon. What do you have to say?
Well, I let you continue for a second because I just put in the points to see our
Perfect.
P3
Then I will.
directly.
Let me just go over to the results of
Yeah, maybe you can
the
show the results.
final heat of the night. Herbinho 4 seconds ahead of Peters across the finish line in first, and 4 seconds ahead of Van Tielen as well. Van Tielen came in second, right on the line. It was a very close battle for almost the whole race. I think it was the whole race. It was constantly going on and off. And then Stavers in fourth, amazing finishing position for him as well. Fagnan Polis in fifth, and then Hermans in sixth. Couple seconds later, Arnaud Noël came over the finish line, followed by Mathieu Molle, Lucas Romano, who overtook two drivers in the penultimate lap, and then Goossens and Van Grinsven. Robroek came across the finish line in 12th, followed by Donkerwolkje, Abrams, and Mathieu Collin. That's it for this championship, while Simon is trying to make the calculations. Let me see if I can. Are you ready, or shall I do an interview with Jentel first?
You can do an interview with Jentel first.
All right, perfect. Then I
check.
will just drag in Jentel Van Tielen to congratulate him again on another win. On the second position in Heat 2 and a win in Heat 1 and the championship win overall. Jentel, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was a quite nice evening.
I
Exactly
could-
what I expected from this day. The ultra draft test.
Yes, it looked quite fun to drive, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really. This combo was so fun to drive.
So
Maybe the most fun I had is.
It was the right choice then, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Some people were doubting
Especially-
the track vote because it was a 50-50, but Mount Panorama won the vote. And yeah, some people doubted it, but I think it went all in the end. It went all great.
Yeah, especially with the top guys with the pace being so close together, it was impossible to get out of slipstream, except that if a crash happened in front of you, then
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
difficult. That was a problem on the Tapatini too, but
Yeah, we've seen in the top 6, we've seen so many position switches. You've seen probably many of those in your rear view mirror, although you made your appearance as well because you started from P8. How was the start in Heat 2?
really difficult to be honest, because the first place you can really overtake is like on the back straight. So the first 2 sectors is just staying in one line and hoping nobody in front crashes, but luckily that didn't happen. And
Yeah.
from then on, it's just picking them off one by one and hope that the top 3, top 2 would stay in reach. But at the end, Gustav had mega pace, so GT's
Yeah,
to win,
absolutely.
that he could get away.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, looks exciting. I think Simon and myself, we were quite surprised that we didn't see any wrecks on the first laps of all races tonight. We've seen some incidents, yeah, but no major pileups, so that's a good thing not to have. And then yeah, yeah, go on.
Especially in the top, like the top 8, top 9 guys, we are all like separated by 2 or 3 tenths in race pace. So there's not really a point in being super aggressive in the first lap, because once you lose slipstream, it's just game over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and even when you try to make a move, you can lose 2 positions at once. We've seen that happen as well during all the races. Um, who did you enjoy battling most with in this championship?
Mm, Difficult to say. Probably Vince or Christoph because that's the guys that I battled the most, and we were
Yeah.
always at the top, so it was always really really close battles. Especially with Vince, the last lap in E2 was so amazing. It's like leaving each other just enough room to not get it too dirty, but still.
I was just gonna say that last lap with Vince looked really intense.
Yeah, and then both of us we knew we had already secured 1 and 2 in championship, so if we did crash, it was not like super important, so that made it more fun.
Yeah,
There was not
absolutely.
really something on the
As
line.
long as you don't wreck someone else's race, you can have fun as long as you want, and I think you had lots of fun because yeah, congratulations on the result, man. I'm quite amazed with the amount of points you gained. I think your drop round is a 96, which is yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, I didn't expect to have this amazing of a season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it just
the
clicks with the
F4
car.
cars suits you well.
Yeah, way better than the Clio Cup that was in the beginning of this year. But no,
Yeah,
it was a really fun season. Really nice guys to race again. So well, and also thank you guys
Yeah.
for also broadcasting the event and organizing it. So
that's
Thank you.
Simon. You have to thank for that. He's the big brains behind all of this, and I'm sure he will have some more ideas for next year. Right, Simon?
Yeah, ideas enough, too many. Yeah, thanks, Jentel. Awesome drive there. Awesome season. Congratulations, even after the Clio, another great season, and also the Porsche Cup. And I don't know what you are racing also, like you're racing probably every day.
yeah, I'm just now trying to get the I rating up because I don't race I racing for that long. So that's the main goal now. And yeah,
What I
so many
rating are you
Awesome.
races to
currently
try.
at?
On road I'm now 8.4, I think. So still need to gain a bit. It's getting quite difficult now, but it's fine.
Yeah, sure, man. Good for you. He says it like it's nothing. Yentel, it was an honor having you here on the season, on the broadcast for quite a few times as well, because you've won in, I think, every round you participated in. So cheers. See you hopefully next season.
For sure, mate. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations
See you.
again.
Bye bye.
Thank
All right. Simon, are you ready or
Yeah, before we go to Bastien, the waiting room, we can quickly go over because I found a little mistake in my calculation because I'm doing it manually and otherwise it's a script that does it. So we have Vincent Yentl on P1 and 2 like we used to. Now to P3, we have GFP who managed to outscore Maxim Roburg. So he got to P3, and Christophe Herbignot jumped up to P4, only 9 points behind GFP. So close between those two. And I'm sure that next year Christophe will be surely under the top three. Uh, P5 is Kenny Jeremans, 10 points behind Christophe Herbignot. Then 6 points behind that is 3 points behind that is Maxime Robruk. Lucas
in P6?
Romano, then farther away. Yeah, Lucas Romano and Mathieu Collet lost some points today, so they didn't play a role for that P3. But yeah, really close at the end. Yeah, it's like 3
So
or 9 or 10 points, so that's
yeah,
almost nothing.
so Romano in seventh, Colijn eighth, and then probably Van
Yeah, the
Griensven.
rest. Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
that
so
needs to be calculated. I just put
the
in
top
the.
eight is already known. So
Yeah,
congratulations to all those drivers for their efforts in this championship. I think it has paid off for all of them. Perfect. I think
absolutely.
then I will see if Bastien van Rijkegem is present with us. Bastien, congratulations on the win.
Oh my god, guys, what a race. Thank you, thank you.
You can
Yeah,
say
it
that,
was
yeah.
really nice.
It looked
Yeah,
quite
I really
fun.
loved it.
How did you like the track choice?
Ah, absolutely loved it. It was insane.
Yeah, it paid off for you. I think you got
Yeah,
both
yeah, yeah.
wins.
Yeah, both win. I think it's
Jesus.
the only meeting on AM which has both win. I don't know.
Yes, possibly.
uh,
I'll have
could
to look at
be.
my
I don't
assistant
know.
for the
Julia
statistics.
won a lot of races, but I don't
Yeah.
know it by heart, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, to be honest, my favorite track ever is Nordschleife. So I think you can see the similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll vote on that next time.
But I personally voted for Nordschleife, but I was sure it
Yeah.
wasn't going to go. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
needed to take it out because I was not sure if everybody in the AM even knew the track, like to
yeah, I
race
know.
it. And yeah, but it's an idea for like a special event.
I will be there for sure.
I I
Me
already
too.
noted that down.
I need to see that.
But yeah, no, really happy. Really, that was a bit of my goal to do at least one win here, and I did both. So yeah,
Yeah,
really good.
that's double points in the bag. Also good for your championship standings, I think.
Yes. Do
Yeah,
you guys know the final results of the championship
yeah,
for AM?
it's already online.
Okay, nice.
So I think you just missed out on the podium.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait,
P
I'm gonna
P4. You
quickly
missed
open
out
it.
by 5 points. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
ah,
5 points,
5 points
and
behind
7 points
Bobbins.
to P2.
yeah, yeah,
So really, really close. But I think you proved, like, especially in the, like, except for Fuji, maybe where you got unlucky also with the weather. But you proved that you have
yeah,
a lot of pace there. And I think it's also always a development for the next season.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course. Yeah, Fuji was a bit of a tough one for me because I was going to win coming from P17, I think, and yeah, just lost it in the rain. So
Yeah, just I remember it was an incredible race though.
yeah, yeah.
What
Not for
was
me, but yeah.
what was your favorite track in this championship, Bastien?
I think it's quite easy to answer, but yeah, of course, Bathurst, and after the second one, I would say Laguna Seca, maybe.
Oh
It was
yes.
really fun as well. I think I did both podium. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Laguna Seca, you scored 90 points, so that's a big one for you indeed. And then 101 points today. That's a very
Yes.
very big one. You just missed out on 1 point, I think, and then maybe a safety point, but safety points still need to be calculated, I think, afterwards. So, but it won't change much. But no, anyways, huge congratulations on the double win
Thanks.
today. Unfortunately, you just missed out on the podium, but that's something you have to make up for next season, right?
Yeah, yeah. Coming back stronger.
Let's go, Bastien. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
thanks guys
us.
for everything, for the championship and the commentary. It was really nice.
Peace.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Have a good
Thanks.
one.
Bye bye.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye bye.
All right, Simon. What do you think? Do you want to have some final closing words?
Yes. Just for the championship, really awesome. It was incredible to watch. Um, so close for all the championship, for all the standings. Just a big thank you to have all the people in it. And of course, we will have a prize giving ceremony for everybody, which will take place on 16th of November. And of course, we will also have the one that wins the drive in the Fun Cup from all the drivers that took part in at least 4 of the 6 championship rounds. And yeah, I just hope to see plenty of you there. Everybody's welcomed. Also, just come and watch. We will have the trophies for Clio Cup and the F4 Championship, and also some 2 or 3 extra little trophies for some achievements. But yeah, it was really great. Really nice to be here with you in the commentary booth for both of the series with you.
Yeah,
So thanks
I
also to
enjoyed
you.
it. I enjoyed it as well. Absolutely, it's always a pleasure. And yeah, it's been a fun season, both Clio Cup and the F4. So both are challenging cars in their own ways, I think. And we saw lots of drivers exceed in that and show us some very decent battles, top level battling. Absolutely. Looking forward to what's coming next.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then I think that's it for tonight. We thank you all for watching and keep stay tuned for more. Bye bye.
Bye bye.